Yo, what's up, man? Hello, hello.
Amına koyayım.
Yo, thank you. What's good? Thank you so much, HX. Yo,
Amına koyayım.
thank you, Subrax. Thank you, Usava. And Eren Jäger. What's good? Are we getting closer to 400 subs, or how many subs do we have?
Kizaru Amena Godum.
Yo. Thank you. It would be cool if I can get 400 subs, bro. Like, we only have 9 days left. How many do we have? Can you look downstairs? I don't know. Like, can you look how many we have? To afford a new car, you can't afford a new car, bro. 245? How is that possible? It's my first month. I was on the 370 and now 245 again. Maybe it's because the second month started. Yeah, it's because the second month started. It's been only 6 days. How is everything? Maybe subs. Yeah, the subs ended from the last month, so it's the new month. The subs ran out. What's good, man? Yo, Omega. Yo, Vegeta. Yo, Ken. Houdini. Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I think this is gonna be about like the tournament shit we're gonna see. I'm gonna react to it. And then I'm gonna react to STL tournament. Keisuke did pretty well, I heard. Got free grinds. Yeah, maybe we can play a little bit. Nope, I don't really care. So, shall we start? How many viewers do we have? Is it worth starting yet, or shall we wait? Hello, Inari. 63. Okay, we can wait a little bit. I'm studying for finals and learning Russian. You are learning Russian? Oha. That is sick. Isn't Russian very hard? Guten Tag. Yo, I'm good, Vlad. How are you? Okay, come, fuck it, we start.
Arrest! Now try the best!
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Bandai Namco and some things that they could do better. We had some conversations like these before, and I want to continue trying to have these conversations, so hopefully one day they can understand where they went wrong, how to do better, and just how to prevent it, but also know that there is lingering problems that's not being addressed. Tournaments nowadays are huge, and they're only going to get bigger. We just had Saudi by Evo. Combo Breaker just announced all the games that will be participating at the next Combo Breaker. These tournaments are so exciting, so incredible. They give so much opportunity to people who otherwise would not have them without their existing. But
do you think that these tournaments are so exciting? Question mark. Seriously, I'm asking, do you find them exciting? I rarely find the Tekken 8 tournaments like quote-unquote exciting. Rare. Really rare. What am I supposed to fucking find exciting? Some fuck-ass Ana player doing the same fucking dog shit sequence and then posting it on Twitter, hey, guess right, defend, blah blah blah, Kanti, slay, and all this shit, man. I am so close of muting anything Ana related on Twitter. I can't see it anymore. These Ana players, bro, posting their shit. And then also, they are so condescending, bro. Like, they play the character is horse shit. Then they make fun of the opponent for getting fucked by their character. Why are you like this? Huh?
You also got to make sure that you're just doing your due diligence and taking care of players and keeping them informed. You also want to make sure that you're paying them. This is Sen. This is a Yoshimitsu, one of the best Yoshimitsus on the planet. If you've been watching the TWT throughout this year and you've seen the Yoshimitsu cooking, it probably was this guy. He says to crossover, whatever that is, and Bandai Namco Esports. And it's this thing here. And it says, Dear tournament organizers, on August 10th, Crossover 2025 concluded. Ever since then, me and other competitors have not received our prize money. It has been...
Crossover is a funny one. I have a funny story with this as well. I had like, there was like a tournament organizer in Crossover. Yo, thank you.
Kizaru. Amena Godum.
Thank you, man. Thank you for the prime. So there was this crossover tournament and one of the TOs threatened to kill me when he sees me. And then I went to that tournament and confronted him. Next year I was banned. Yo, thank you, Cloaked. Thank you for the sub. So next year I was banned because they said I threatened a TO, even though he said that he's gonna kill me. Yo, Planted Zakuna, thank you so much, bro. Thank you, thank you. And then, oh shit, Shadow, thank you also for the, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. And then they also said, yeah, also reason for you being banned is you said the N-word to Big Nose. And I was like, what do you mean I said the N-word to Big Nose? That guy is my friend. Yeah, you can't say this word, but that guy is my friend. Hello. That Iraqi dude is my friend. How can you say what I can say to my friends in my free time? What does that have to do with the tournament? And then I got banned, and it is what it is. Like, always some bullshit. Yo, was geht Anonymous?
In almost 5 months with very poor communication as to why we haven't been paid out yet. I've tried to contact multiple people affiliated with the tournament.
Nee, das war mit Prince of Whatever.
Main X-Count Crossover has not responded at all, even though people affiliated with the tournaments have told me to message them on X for updates. I really did not want to make a tweet about this, but unfortunately, it's taken way too long. The thing about this is not only that we have this one situation with this one player, but we also have this person here who says, I didn't receive the prize money for winning the TWT Challenger event crossover on August 10th, 2025 as well, and still have no update about it, even though it's been 5 months. They have so many different tournaments throughout the year. Players are kind of forced to go to these tournaments to get points for the Tekken World Tour to place high either on the regional leaderboards or the global leaderboards. You have to go all of these places. So if a tournament wants to participate in the Tekken World Tour, Bandai Namco needs to make sure that they have the money beforehand. They need to get the money from these tournaments when they decide to sign up, and they need to hold that money in a protected account to dish out to the players as soon as they win. About time they hit the airport, they should be seeing that plus 1,000, plus 2,000, plus 5,000.
And the cool part is I've never not paid one of my fees. Like when I did tournaments, all the players always received the money, always. Like in the shortest period of time even. I always pay the money quick. Not even TWT can do this. And then on top of that, it's not the only tournament where this happened. There was this tournament where Sergi Mazda played in Greece, I think, where the people then said Aslan Ash is banned because he used steroids. Those guys also didn't pay the price. And then Tetsu went to a tournament and won, and they also didn't pay the price. Like there has been like 4 or 5 individual tournament organizations, big ones, that just don't pay the prices. They just don't pay it.
The fact that Bandai isn't making this a requirement for the tournaments to give the money out up front, even though players are required to go to these tournaments to make it on the leaderboards, is absurd. And we have so many different situations like this. There's probably like 5 or 6 a year at this point. I remember Atif had a situation. There was someone else we were talking about like literally a month ago. They got to get this under control, bro. It seems like all of these tournaments are just hosting tournaments, but they're not paying people out. The problem is growing. The problem is expanding. Not only are the tournaments not acknowledging it, but Bandai Namco is not. We need you guys to stop with the foolishness and pay the players for participating in your event. It's your event, bro. Pay them. And even if the tournaments do, like, just for some reason can't pay, Bandai Namco, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, should step in and give the people their little $1,000. You're a billion-dollar corporation, bro. Fork over the cash. The next thing that I want to talk about is the Tekken World Tour. They have been releasing information leading up to the finals. One thing that I do want to say about the finals before we even talk about the initial thing is that Mogod, who currently is the #1 player on the leaderboards, right? He's the #1 top player. Above the Pakistanis, above the other Koreans, he's #1.
From the players on this list here, I will tell you which ones I find the most uninteresting to watch. Mulgold is unironically #1 for me also in terms of like watching him, because he plays Claudio and I find it uninteresting. Asan Ash is playing broken characters, I find him uninteresting. I find Atif interesting. I find Fazin uninteresting. I find Ni interesting. I find Lohai interesting. I find John Ding uninteresting. I find Ulsan interesting, Chikurin uninteresting, and Rangchu sometimes okay. So from the top 10, I already don't care about 80% of the players. Not because I don't like them, it's because of their characters.
Right, he's the #1 top player. Above the Pakistanis, above the other Koreans, he's #1. He recently lost his sponsor, which was DNS FGC. It wasn't any type of like falling out or anything. The contract just concluded. And then Mogod swiftly, because he is the #1 player on the leaderboards, found a new sponsor, which is Gen G Esports. Looking at this, you guys can pause and read the tweets and see the heartfelt messages and celebrations and whatnot, right? But what I was looking at this is the tournament org DNS probably got screwed over, because usually the Tekken World Tour ends in December. It starts in about April-ish and it ends in December. So they probably
Medusa, I heard you believe in flat Earth.
That the
I don't know who said this, but it's not true.
But the developers
Flat Earth is not Islamic.
Do not communicate all of these things until the
concept.
latest possible time. They do not say the
never
prize
said I
money,
believe
they
in
do not
flat
say
Earth.
the location. They do not say the date. They do not say anything until it's far too late for a lot of people. And you can even see that this problem is affecting tournament orgs, where they're trying to sponsor players for a whole entire season. And then the Tekken World Tour finals is delayed by 3 months. Now the player that you sponsored the whole year
Abbas
has another sponsor going into the finals. And you're just sitting there like, these are weird problems that
Tob,
I
what's up,
never
man?
thought would be a problem. But with Bandai Namco doing things the way that they're doing it, it just doesn't make sense. And now, lately, I've been trying to give them a lot of credit in terms of making good DLC characters, not breaking the game with updates, switching out the development team. I've been trying to talk very positive about Season 3 and how they're kind of handling things. But you just have instances like this where there's definitely room for growth. Also, there's room for more communication. That's going to be the theme throughout this video, is better communication, and stop waiting to the last second to do everything, because it's causing all type of problems. And also be more accountable. The next thing that I want to talk about, and this is kind of a big thing we talked about multiple times throughout the year, but we have the final conclusion to it. So Bandai Namco,
Yo, Yodoku, thank you, bro.
Bracket. 4 players been outstanding throughout the season. So you can see this is the top 4 on the leaderboards. Like I said, Mogul #1, followed up by 3 Pakistani dogs. Those guys are slaying. Those guys are cooking. You know I like glazing the Pakistani players. I have a video coming up soon where I talk about some of the things that those guys have been saying about Brian Fury, this, that. Subscribe, stay tuned. That video will come soon. You then have everyone else.
Bro, shall we make a hit piece on Moonsault Slayer for no reason? We just clip Pakistani dogs in isolation and make a tweet and say how racist he is. I think this is how this works on Twitter nowadays, right?
Under those guys, from me, who was 5th place, to Lohai, Jajing, Osan, Chikarin, Ranchu Edge Rock. You also have the second group of players
thank
here.
you, thank you,
JCR,
Dava. Thank you for the
King Ray,
sub.
Fergus. It's a lot of names. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because once you get past the global leaderboard players and you start talking about the people who are on the regional side of things, because there's 3 different brackets. There's the LCQ, global leaderboards, and regional leaderboards. The regional leaderboards have recently came under a lot of scrutiny because there's just evidence of cheating all over the place. Now, some people are being accused of cheating, but they're not necessarily cheating. I spoke
My
with
real
one
name,
person who
Satoru
was, banned
Gojo.
by Bandai Namco, and they were saying Bandai Namco made a mistake. They're trying to get it solved. They're trying to get it resolved, and they feel that they were treated unfairly. We'll see whether or not that situation is resolved and how it's resolved, but that's one example of things getting dicey. Something else that also happened as well is you have a couple of names here.
I heard allegations about these 2 people here. Heisenberg and Noel apparently don't deserve their qualification because the tournaments in which they participated in, they were fake. Kinda. Have you heard about this? Same with Raef. Like, it's like a 96 dojo, but in reality, it's like 20, 30 players.
Here, people who's leading their leaderboards. But when you look at this screenshot,
You can do
here,
that.
one name.
Yeah, basically you make a tournament and then you make some AI fake accounts sign up for the tournament until you have like plus 100. And then the number determines how many points your dojo event gives for TWT. And kind of, even if Bandai Namco gets presented the evidence that, yeah, this was a fraud event, they don't care. Like, they don't do anything. They don't subtract any points. They just ignore it. Like, they legit just ignore it.
Name that probably sticks out to you is Alidar. This is the name that's been said multiple times throughout the year. The region he comes from, which is Guam, that's the ocean.
So wait a minute.